how to sell your online course with webinars. How to sell your online course with webinars. Webinars is one of the high converting lead magnet to you to sell your digital program or online courses if you know how to use them. I'm Lokosu Sylvain and welcome to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for checking on this channel again, and if you are new here, thank you for checking out this channel. Hit the subscribe button and let's keep growing. Webinar converts nothing less than 18% of participants if it is well done. Webinar also get the participant to feel the host expertise in a totally different and personal level. But for a webinar to convert as it's supposed to convert, there are steps and tricks that you have to follow. There are strategies that you have to follow. How to make your webinar engaging. Whether you are doing an on-demand webinar or a live webinar, your webinar have to be engaging. And to make this webinar engaging require some set of skill and expertise. Most time, you need some psychological trick to keep your webinar attendees watching to the end. And in this video, you are going to learn how to do this. The first way to make your webinar engaging is to use enough picture. Use enough visual. What are visual or creatives? Creatives are pictures, graphics, and videos that you include in your slide, so that when your participants are watching, they are not just reading your slide, but they are reading your slide on another side and then analyzing psychologically your creative on the other side. If you are using tools like PowerPoint or any other webinar slide tools, you can get a two-sided slide whereby your text is on one side and then your visual is on the other side. If you can't include visuals in blank papers or blank slide, your best bet should be to use creatives on every pages, which means you are getting your text on one side and then your visual on the other side. The next tip is to use a mix of screen share and face share or face contact. Sometimes when you are hosting your webinar, either live or a pre-recorded webinar, for some minutes you share your face live and talking to the people, and then some you share your slide. This way their mind keep on dialing, and the more you keep their mind wandering, the more they will keep on watching, because every minute comes with its own creative. This keep your participants engaging and they will keep on watching till the end. The third way to get your participant engaged is to use a good script. If you have listened to podcasts in the past, you were not looking at what the podcaster is saying or what the podcaster is showing. You are listening to what the podcaster is saying, and if the podcast doesn't meet your curiosity or your expectations, you simply change to another episode or you go off that podcast channel. The same thing happens if you are hosting a webinar. The creative is one way to keep your participants watching. Your audio or the script you are using is what will satisfy their curiosity. And when you keep on satisfying their curiosity, they will keep on listening to you. If you have not read The Expert Secret book by Russell Brunson, I believe you need to read this particular book to have a perfect idea of how the perfect webinar script work. But if you have not read the book and you want to get the book, comment below and I will leave a link to only the perfect webinar script for you, so that you can get an idea of how the perfect webinar script sound or read like. Use it, customize it, and use it to your own advantage to engage your participant to watch your webinar to the end, or to attend your webinar to the end. You need to have a good webinar script to satisfy their curiosity and use your creative to keep their attention on the screen. The fourth way to get your webinar engaging is to ask questions during the webinar. Asking questions during your webinar will keep your participants engaging, because when they ask questions, they will be expecting answers at the end of your webinar. 15 or 20 minutes into your webinar, you can ask them to drop their questions that you will be answering at the end of the webinar. So when they ask the question, they are expecting an answer from you. This way, they will not exit the webinar. They will keep on listening to you until you answer their burning questions. The next way to keep your webinar attendant engaging is to ask them to fill a workbook or a form during the webinar. This is at the more sophisticated level, especially if you are selling high ticket products or high ticket coaching or courses. This way you can give them access to a workbook or a form at registration when they were registering for the webinar. So you let them know that either they print or they fill the workbook on another device during the webinar. So you are going to walk them through the filling of that particular workbook during the webinar. So for anyone that have the need to attend that webinar, know that filling of that workbook is one of the important elements of the webinar. So they will keep on listening to you as you walk them through filling that workbook. So these are some of the ways you can keep your webinar participants engaging, so that you can sell your course or coaching program to them. If this video helped you, smash the like button. Comment below if you have any question about running a webinar to sell your online course. Of course, don't forget, check the description below. I will leave some valuable link there. Use them to your own advantage. Most of them are free, and of course there are premium digital products that will help you reach your online business and online marketing growth for your own business. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Again, I'm Lokosu Sylvain. Thank you for watching.